Russia has one more buyer of oil, and that buyer is Japan. And this is a very, very significant turn, a big win for Russia, a big blow to the West, and vindication of sorts for India. But first, let's understand why this is such a big deal. You see, Japan is a close ally of the US. Japan joined the West in sanctioning Russia. And now the same Japan has decided to buy Russian oil. How can they do that? If Japan had sanctioned Russia, how can it buy Russian oil? Because it kept oil and gas out of the sanctions, just like Europe did. Japan stopped short of sanctioning Russian oil and gas, and now it wants to buy cheaper Russian oil. This is a setback to America's plans of containing Russia. And to add insult to injury, Japan is buying Russian oil above the Western price cap. We'll tell you about it. This move demonstrates what the world has always known, that Western sanctions regime is hollow. Quick question. Why does Japan need Russian oil? Because it's cheap and it's available. It ensures Japan's energy security. Japan needs oil, but it does not produce any fossil fuel. 90% of what Japan consumes is imported. So energy imports are crucial for Tokyo, and you cannot depend on just one source. So Japan is turning to Russia for oil. It is pursuing an independent policy. Now, here's the interesting part. Japan is part of the G7, the group of seven, the world's 7 largest economies. And this group, the G7, wanted to cap Russian oil prices. They wanted to set a limit to Russian oil prices. The G7, the European Union, and Australia were all part of this effort. They wanted to fix Russian oil prices at $60 a barrel, so that Russia is not able to sell oil at high prices. The idea was to limit its earnings from oil. $60 a barrel, that was it. But Japan did not join this effort. It sought an exemption, and it got one. With this, Japan was able to buy more Russian energy. Now look at the numbers. In the first 60 days of this year, Japan bought close to 750,000 barrels of Russian oil. How much did Tokyo pay for this? About $52 million. That comes to under $70 per barrel, but that's more than the Western price cap of $60 per barrel. And this is not a one-off case. Japan